Wednesday, y'all.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. The shit show.
Literally the shit show. Y'all, we are coming at you from the Babe Cave.
The Babe Cave?
We are in the Babe Cave today. Babe Cave. Babe Cave.
Babe Cave. We're in my girls' playroom.
Yes.
Whitney thinks it's so
I
cute.
think it's so cute.
It is actually kind of cute. The baby is sleeping in my room because she just passed out in there. We had a very long night last night, and so we didn't want to move her, but we haven't. You guys, we have so much to catch you up on. We haven't been together in over a month.
Yeah.
And so we didn't want to move her.
But we need to.
And it's really hot outside.
It is. We're gonna try to go outside.
We're in Texas, y'all, and it's May, and
Yeah.
it's like no more being outside, just like unless you're in a pool longer than like 5 minutes.
Yeah, you like have to be in the pool. Like at this point, it's in the 90s already.
And so I was like, well, we can pod in the girls' room because they left to share a room right now, but they have bunk beds, and then we can pod or in their playroom. And Whitney chose the Babe Cave.
This room is so cute. You guys can't even see the whole thing, but like so freaking cute. There's a wall over here that's like all decorated. Like,
cheers to the Babe Cave.
Yes, cheers to the Babe Cave.
So, last episode
was the drunk Q&A.
It was the drunk Q&A that we got such good feedback on.
Yes, it was so much fun.
I haven't even actually gone, like, re-listened to it.
Oh, it's good.
I've heard.
It's really good. No, it's definitely really
good. Because
I
think, like, when we first started, we both were like, well, we're not even, like, that tipsy. Like, it's supposed to be drunk Q&A. But then towards the end, I was like, I think I'm a little drunk, and I don't really want to answer some of these questions.
Yeah. No, it was so fun, though. And I think, and the questions we got, like, there were a few of them that were like, oh, gosh. But like the majority of the questions were actually like really good questions. I feel like
like
we got good questions.
I think we should do another one relatively soon because we actually recorded that quite a while ago.
Yeah.
So it's May 6th. When we are recording right now, it is May 6th. Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. We have not seen each other since my birthday party, April 1st.
Yeah.
That's a really long time for us to go.
Like insane, like almost like weird.
Even before we started the pod, that's
still
a long
very
time.
Weird. Yeah.
Which kind of leads me to one of the questions of is our friendship as real as we portray on social media, right?
Yeah.
And I thought that was a really good question.
It was a really good question.
But then you've taken a step back from social media.
Yeah.
I've said a little bit on my stories that, everybody has life problems. Not even problems. Life just happens. And both of us had life happening, and we had to kind of put our lives first over the pod.
Yeah.
Right? And one of the things Whitney was doing was taking a step back from social media.
Yes, much needed.
So it's just that kind of, because you shared a clip of us answering that question. And I got a couple people responding to me like, I can't believe people actually thought that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, Whitney's barely been on social for like a month now.
Yeah.
And we talk
every day.
Every day still.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's nothing. It's definitely, like we said, like our friendship is way better than it is, than it's portrayed on Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, by far.
And I love that you guys think that we have such a great social media.
Yeah, because it's even better.
It's even better outside of it.
Yeah.
So how has it been taking a step back?
Oh my gosh,
social?
Amazing. It has been great. I definitely needed it. I've been going through a lot of stuff. I've been having like just life in general. Life happens, things happen, going through a hard time with multiple different areas of my life. And I felt like social media was something that would be nice to take a step back from, because I'm having body issues. You compare yourself to people. You just do. I don't care what you say. You do.
100%. We've talked about that.
Yeah, it's like you can't look on there and see these girls.
Like we talked about the Keeping Up with the Joneses type.
Yeah. And it just is what it is, and that's just I get sucked into that very, very easily. And so I think taking a step back from it has been it's been really good. I've been on it. I want to say I got back on it like for real maybe like a week ago or something, like maybe Morgan's graduation. And so I've been on it more than I was for like that month.
Right.
But it definitely was amazing. It feels good to not have that be the center of like I find myself literally just picking up my phone and looking on Instagram and then putting it down, and 5 seconds later I pick my phone back up and I'm on Instagram again, and I'm like, the hell, there was nothing on there.
Yeah.
And the stuff I like, some stuff is great. Like I love getting to see like a pregnancy announcement or different things. It's like you might not get to see if you're not on social media, like you're not close to people or this or that.
Different towns or whatever.
Yeah, different things. Like it is nice sometimes, but then otherwise it's like, I mean, do I need to know that person's pregnant if I don't really even know them enough?
I find I'm not big on social media in terms of like that doesn't consume my life, but like I've mentioned before, like being at the apartment during the week, like after I FaceTime the girls, if I don't have a show that I'm like, oh, I want to watch the next episode or whatever, I'll lay down or I'll sit on the couch with my glass of wine or my Diet Dr. Pepper, whatever I'm having that day, because I've been trying not to drink every day.
Yeah, me too.
But who cares? But my problem is that I get sucked into reels, and I guess it's a stupid algorithm, but it's the same reel, just different people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why do I keep watching this? Why do I keep watching
Yeah.
this? Why do I keep watching this? But I'm like, there's nothing else for me to do.
Yeah.
But I'm not like that when I'm home. When I'm home, I'm like hardly ever. I mean, it takes me forever to text.
No,
you
it's
back.
true. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So, so what have you filled your time with instead?
Literally just like spending more time like in the moment.
In the moment,
really,
that
I
was
would
just
say.
it.
Yeah.
But you had already started kind of doing that.
Oh, I
already.
did. I did.
Because I told you, I think when we went to dinner for Michael's birthday with us, Cody, and Michael, obviously, and the girls had to come because I don't remember what happened last minute. But I told you that day, like, you were really good about. You would take pictures, but you wouldn't post them right away. Or post them on your story. You would take the picture because I'm huge on pictures too. Like I want to capture that memory.
Yeah, I want everything in
but
pictures and videos.
You were already starting to get so much better about not posting it right away.
Yeah, and then what I hate about not posting it right away is a lot of times then I'll forget to post it, and then I post it like days later. People are like, oh, you went out last night? I'm like, oh, that was actually on Saturday. Or, like whatever, but I'm like, it's fine. But if I want to post it, then I'll just post it, but I don't think that you should have to like defend yourself, because I've thought of that too. Like, I remember one time I posted a story, and I don't even know why I posted on my story, because everybody knows there's some pictures that are story worthy only, and then there's some pictures that are post worthy. Mm-hmm. But you still want certain people to see that picture. Like, I post a lot of stuff for the girls, obviously, because I do really, especially on Facebook, love to have like the memories. Yeah. Kind of like what we'll talk about in a little bit about Ryan, Nicole. But yes.
But like for Michael's family, for my family, my friends that we're still friends, but we don't see each other every day. I don't text them pictures like I do Anna and you and my mom, But I'm like, I don't feel like I have to just. If you think that I am out having a glass of champagne and taking a funny video of my girls dancing on a
and it's a Tuesday night, then who cares?
It's a Tuesday at like 4:30.
Yeah.
You guys, I work an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
And you'll know that I work 6 to 6.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not.
Yeah. But if you're off that day and that's what
you're
doing,
you're with my kids at 4:30 on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was just, that's a cute little video.
Yeah, that's what I end up having to do.
But you shouldn't have to justify that. People shouldn't be like.
Yeah.
One, they should trust that you're not lying to them.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
Because I feel like you're saying you have to justify, like, oh, well, I'm actually like at home on my couch. I'm not there. I didn't bail on you because I went somewhere else.
Right.
Like, I'm not that type of person.
Right.
I would just tell you I have other plans.
Exactly. I know, 100%. Yeah. But I do think that I did. It's been a while. I do. I think that I have taken a step back from being so consumed with it, posting it immediately, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which makes it so much better. Because, like, I remember concerts and things like that where or football games and stuff like that where I literally would be, like, on it the whole time and, like, videoing it. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You literally don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's just not worth it to me.
Well, I've noticed that a lot of influencers, like, big-time influencers do that. You'll be like, what the hell? Why are they posting this shit at, like, 8 a.m.? And it's like, oh, well, that was from last night. But they're, like, taking the videos and posting it the next day. I think they also do that for engagement because, when people have stories that are like,
oh my god,
it's like 100 little things. I'm like, nope. And I
you
just like swipe it.
Yeah. No, I know.
I think everybody could go through a little bit of a social media detox.
Yeah. And I think I'm just trying to stick to it not being my
center.
Yes, my 24/7 to pick it up. Yeah, it's like if I'm gonna pick up the phone, then I need to text a friend that I haven't talked to in months and just say like,
that's a really good
just checking in. Yeah, like just
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you, but I think I got bit or something when we were outside because I'm itchy like crazy. Sorry, I know, random, but I know that y'all can probably see me like scratching my leg.
Which talking about seeing us, YouTube has done so freaking good.
Okay.
Our YouTube views have been out of control, so good, better than
I don't
pod.
even know that because I'm almost I don't want to say embarrassed. Embarrassed is definitely not the word because clearly y'all know me. I don't get embarrassed, but I don't know. I feel
so
like
good.
Nobody would want to watch.
No, but people want to watch.
So I don't even want to go look at YouTube and see that there's one view.
No, it's really good.
Really?
Yeah. So far, our best one still on YouTube is with Anne.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Which we need to have her back on.
That's on YouTube.
Yeah.
I want to watch that one later.
Yeah.
Let's watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to tell her it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. And it's our best
Y'all,
one. But
I'm
anyways,
sorry.
our YouTube is doing great.
I'm really kind of out of.
Oh,
my hands are out of the YouTube part.
Oh, well, that's fine.
I mean, it's fine.
There's no way for us to be able to do both. I mean, we can't both do.
Yeah, no, I get it. But again, like I'm like I don't want to go look. I don't want to go look at like people are like y'all suck.
No, it's great. It's been great. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes, thank you. Keep watching. I mean, I know that the videos are definitely nowhere up to.
They're really not bad. Whenever we upload them, for some reason, for a little while, it's kind of blurry. But then after that, it goes and it's like perfectly fine. It's
maybe it just takes a little bit. So we're gonna have Anne back on again because we've kind of talked about this the last time, but she has a really good story.
Really good story, like
a life story. And it blew my mind.
Blew our minds.
It's almost like a Lifetime movie.
Literally.
Like,
but with like nothing like real bad.
No, nothing. Well, no. Oh, like a Hallmark.
A Hallmark. That's
like it happened during Christmas time.
Yes,
for sure. Hallmark.
Yes. She definitely they could definitely.
Yeah. And you're coming back, and she loved it. She had so much.
She did.
And I need to get more. I need to get touched up again. Anyway, so this is like perfect.
Okay, so we just need to we need to plan that ASAP.
Yeah, because it was February. It was like right around Valentine's Day, I think. Actually, so it's been 3 months.
Yeah.
Totally time.
So within the next month.
Especially like right before summer.
Yeah. So we need to get her on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the social media break thing has been great. It has been.
I think everybody could use a social media break. I tell Michael that I'm like, you're always on your phone. He actually told me earlier, you're always on your phone. I'm like, actually always on my phone at the apartment. When I'm here, I don't even have time. Like Blakely's in one hand and Ryan's in the other.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, you're always on your phone. It's like my business is part of my phone. You know, like getting
this is true. Yeah.
So I get it. So there's certain people that can't necessarily take that break. But I think that it's great.
Yeah. I think it's just like kind of like flows into like turning over a new leaf or trying to concentrate more on certain things in your life that matter the most and trying to kind of
shifting priorities.
And I feel like I've been trying to shift priorities for the last couple months maybe.
Yeah.
Last month or something.
I've seen it's been a couple months and I've seen a huge shift and a huge growth and I mean I was there supporting you the whole way.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like I feel like that was part of that maybe. You know, like it's always good to like take a step back and think about your priorities and think about what's actually important to you and what is those number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things, and then what's that thing that's like way down the line that you're putting way too much effort into.
Yeah, so I think that there's a lot of times that we get so wrapped up in and I don't want to say life, but like the busyness of it, right? Like yes, of course you want to stay in touch and make sure you have great friendships. You want to make sure you have a great relationship with your family members. You want to make sure you have a great relationship with these people. But then I think that we also I know that Michael and I are both guilty of this, putting our own relationship kind of on the back burner.
Yeah.
Like we're like, oh, well, we haven't seen Whitney and Cody, let's make plans with them. We haven't seen Anna and Lee, let's make plans with them. We haven't seen Jessica Miguel, we haven't seen these people, we haven't seen these people. And since I'm only home on the weekends,
it takes up all
this time. So I think that I need to start doing sort of a priority shift. Not saying my friends at all, because those are huge
but still
parts of my life. And of course, Michael's and the girls. I mean, all of you guys that I just mentioned, I don't know what I would do, what me and my family would do without you guys, you know? And like my parents, his parents or whatever, but we definitely have put our marriage, I guess I should say, as not the top priority.
Right.
So we need to work on that priority shift for sure.
And I think that me and Cody were kind of also in that area of not really putting it first, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't putting it first as much. But I think that with the last couple of months and how things have gone in my relationship, I think that it has opened my eyes to wanting to put it first and making effort to put it first.
And sometimes it takes something to make you realize that.
To open your eyes.
And luckily, you know, it wasn't too little too late in your situation.
Right.
And I'm not trying to insinuate that anything was bad in their marriage. I'm not meaning that or whatever, but she just said she needed to reshift a little bit. And again,
I mean, we all go through hard times, let's be for real. If you don't in your marriage, then you're lying.
Then you're lying, or you've been married like a day.
Yeah.
You guys have been married like
11 years.
11 years.
It was 11 years in February. We've been together 15,
15. Michael and I will be together 7 years in October. Been together.
Well, married 7,
Married 7,
Been together for like
8.
Yeah.
I think we weren't engaged. We weren't dating very long before we were engaged. We've been dating since 2015. So what?
Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah.
By the time we're married, 7, it'll be almost 9 years that we were together.
Yeah.
But we've also known each other since I was 14
Forever.
years old.
Yeah.
Not that, but to me, that I feel like that does matter because I'm like,
I think it does matter too.
I've known you for so long, but it's also like, so we've also like grown up together, and like we've also grown. I don't want to say apart, but you grow.
You just do.
You grow as a person. Like Michael made a comment the other day, like, oh, okay. Last Friday, I asked if I could work from home because I wanted to schedule a facial. Like everybody knows, like my skin is literally my biggest insecurity, even more so than my teeth that I got that super great comment on. Asshole.
Bitches.
But my skin, and it's not even a huge insecurity, but I can tell, like, if I drink red wine, I've been trying to stay away from the red wine because it makes my rosacea
worse.
Flare up worse. And the heat, and we're back, like I just said, we're in summer, and it makes it worse.
Yeah.
So I had a facial scheduled. I was gonna get my nails done. Like I was gonna work, but I had told my boss, like, there's a couple appointments that there's like an hour and a half that I'll be out of pocket. And it was funny because he was like, are mimosas involved in that appointment, Mary? He's like, knowing you, I say, well, normally they are, but I will not have a mimosa. He goes, just don't have one until after you do da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
It was just kind of funny, right? But then
I love that though.
B got sick. Ryan ended up having the same damn thing, and I couldn't get my facial. But Michael and I had kind of gotten into a tiff about it earlier in that morning because I was like, well, what would you have done if I didn't take off work? Like,
it would have just been him.
Like, it would have just been you, right?
Correct.
If I didn't come home early, what would you have done? He's like, I'm not going to fucking cancel my appointment with the client so you can go get a facial. And he's like, you never used to do that shit anyways. Damn sure don't do it for me. I'm like, you're right, I don't do it for you. I do it for me.
Yeah.
He's like, you never used to do that. I'm like, Michael, we've been together 7 years, 9 years almost. Like, people evolve. People get shit done. And he tried throwing my hair and my lashes, and I said, hold up. I've been doing my hair since I was like 12. And I've been doing my lashes since 2014.
Yeah,
that's
a very long time.
That's almost 10 years.
That's a really long time. That is not just a new thing.
No, so I'm like, and he's like, and your nails? I'm like, what? I don't know a girl that doesn't do their nails.
Yeah.
You know? But
very few.
I get what he means. Like, he's like, oh, all of a sudden now you're adding the Botox, now you're adding the filler, now you're adding this. I'm like, well, first of all, I'm also getting older. Like, there's more things that you have to do to take care of yourself.
Right, exactly.
But also, like I just said, people grow. They change. They change into like, okay, I like the way that this looks. So I want to start doing that. I like the way this is. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that you're a different person. It just means that you're growing, you're evolving.
Right.
And if I was the same person as I was when we first started dating, something would be wrong with me.
Right. If you were still stuck in 9 years ago of how you were. Right.
Yeah.
We all change. We do. I mean, the word change, it's kind of like scary, like for somebody to say you changed, because that was told to me.
Because it's always a negative connotation.
Yes, like you've changed. You're not the same person. And I'm like, oh my God, have I changed? Like, what is going on? You know, like, what have I done? Like, it really does. It gets you thinking, like, I've changed. And it's like, okay, take a step back. And yeah, maybe some things I have done haven't been the greatest new things in my change. Or maybe some of it is great. You know, like, changing isn't a bad thing. There could be bad parts of it, or parts where you're like, maybe I should take a step back from A, B, C, and D and concentrate on, you know, E and F or whatever. Because those changes.
To get the right letters.
I don't think, did I get the right ones? Because I didn't think I was going to. Oh, thank God. Kindergarten teacher got right. Can't even teach the alphabet. But you know what I'm saying. Like,
no, I get it. But
yeah,
I you know, that brings up a great point. I hate that. I hate that when people are like, well, she's changed, or he's changed, or you've changed.
Well, duh.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm happy that I've changed.
Right.
Thank you for noticing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because you know what? In my mind, I have not changed in a bad way. I'm sorry that I don't fit your little narrative anymore, and I don't fit your view of who I am supposed to be. But I am supposed to be who I want to be.
1,000%. As everybody should be who they want to be, through and through. And I think that's so important, is to find what that person is. And
what truly makes you happy, who you feel like you are.
Exactly.
There are so many people that are out there that are conforming to what other people want them to be, that they're like dying inside.
Yeah.
And I've never been like that, and I'm very proud to say that.
Yeah.
But I hate when people say, you've changed. Yep, I have. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because
thanks for noticing. I've worked really hard.
Yeah, thank you for noticing on something that I've actually tried that I actually want people to notice, you know? And there just are situations when it does just, I don't know, it gets you kind of off balance sometimes though. But I think if you take a step back and you do evaluate yourself, I think you should evaluate. When somebody tells you that, you need to take a step back and evaluate it by yourself.
What you changed?
Yeah, like don't ask them A, B, C, and D, what have I changed, you know? Like, I think it's good to take a step back and say, okay, somebody told me that I've changed. Let me think about how I've changed. How have I reacted towards this? How have I done my job? How have I handled my relationship? You know, like all that kind of stuff. And then stop and think about it and say, you know, maybe A, B, C, and D, you know, whatever. You know, whatever. But I'm just saying, there is a very bad connotation with the you changed. And it's not always bad. And I do think that there are, like I said, I think that there are things that can be bad, and that's fine, but it brings your attention to things.
Right. Sorry, you guys, I'm super distracted right now. As I'll mention later, Ryan, go get a blanket, and then you can come back in and sit down. Go get a blanket, because I know you're cold, and then come back in. I apologize. We'll mention it a little bit later. I'm sorry.
No, you don't
Mom
have to.
life,
yeah,
y'all.
no,
Mom
absolutely
life.
no apologizing.
We are in her playroom.
Yeah, no apology, and we'll tell you
the story in a little bit. I'll fill you in at the end. But but you know what's funny is that I've said that before. Like people have been like, oh well, why aren't you and so like more so when I've been younger. I'm like, I don't know, we've just changed. But I didn't mean it in a bad way. Like we've just changed. It almost as if like we just grew apart.
Yeah.
There's no bad blood. It's just like when you change, you evolve, and your needs don't align with other people's needs, or your goals or your ambitions and your interests don't align, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
It's just it is what it is.
Yeah. I definitely think that when I was told that I have changed, that there were probably a few things that weren't great things.
Right, and I'm not saying
and I'm happy to say that I feel like I've really worked on changing
well, that's
those.
great, and cheers to you for that, because that's also
Thank you.
that's not sorry you have to drink. That's not an easy thing to do. A is to change a bad habit.
Yeah.
But also B, to admit that the change that they are referring to
is not good.
Is not good.
Yeah. And I think that it was I think it was important for me to be like, you know what? No, not every change is bad. And I think that that's important. And then there can be bad changes, and those need to be fixed. And I think that, you know, me taking a step back from social media and putting concentration on other things and stuff like that has helped me go back to getting rid of some of maybe those negative changes that I've had.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, so it's not necessarily turning over a new leaf completely, but I feel like just getting back into the priorities and things. Like
the priorities, what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys, we live in a culture, especially here in Houston, there is not much to do other than go to dinner, go eat, or go
out, or go to like sports events, or
but it all involves
going out
around drinking, and which is listen, I'm not hating on that.
Yeah.
I love a good cocktail. I love to have.
But it's hard. It's hard.
But it's very difficult. Stop it. It's very difficult to do anything other than that, because we don't live in a climate that allows you to go hiking. Well, except for those few days, and their days aren't even lumped together.
And you can't just hike right in the middle of Houston either. You have to
drive out of town, which is fine. But what I'm trying to get at is like there are certain things that like can really suck you into a bad spiral because of just the culture,
going out, drinking, smoking, just things
everything, like everything involves like we at work, we talked about a team building event. Like, hey, well, would anybody be interested? They sent out a poll about going deep sea fishing, and I was like, hell yeah,
that would be fun.
And somebody asked me, Marion, do you fish? And I said, I drink on a boat.
Yes.
Same thing, right? And they're like, no.
And so you are vomiting because of the...
Oh yeah, because it might be like deep
yeah,
sea. Well, there's a few different options, but I'm like, and they're like, do you always have to have drinks when you do something? And I'm like, no, I literally can have fun no matter what.
Me
and
too.
I'm very proud of myself for that. But at the same time, in social settings, when we're outside of work and we're all supposed to be getting to know each other better and hanging out. Like, it actually truly does help people.
No, I agree. No, I agree 100%. And I'm not.
But like, I know certain people that would be like, oh my God, you can only have fun when you're drinking. And I'm like, first of all, you don't know me that well.
That's not
because
true.
I had a lot of fun when I was pregnant, when I wasn't puking.
This is so true. You were like so much fun.
I would go out.
Times you were pregnant. Yeah, so fun.
I was more fun with Blakely, even though I was on bed rest longer with Blakely. I was Ryan Nicole.
You're gonna get kicked out of here.
I was more sorry, y'all. Life. I was more fun with Blakely because I wasn't so sick all the time.
Yeah.
With Ryan, I was just puking all the time. But like, I had to be more fun. I had a kid already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, no, I can have fun without drinking.
No, I can too, but it makes it more fun. I'm sorry, it just does. Like, when I go out to dinner,
I enjoy a good glass of champagne. I enjoy a good glass of wine. I enjoy a good cocktail.
I don't really want to go out to dinner and spend a ton of money and not have alcohol. It's not because I need the alcohol,
I agree.
But I just don't want to. I look over and I'm like, we're at some fancy restaurant or some nice restaurant or this or that, and these people are like not drinking alcohol, and I'm just like, why not? Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
but I'm
there's
just saying,
nothing
but it
wrong
goes
with it.
through my head.
And I will say, I never, ever ask anybody why aren't you drinking?
Oh, no, neither.
Why
But it just
because people get real mad about it.
Yeah, but it just goes through my head sometimes.
It goes through my head.
I wonder why.
But Michael and I, thankfully, and I'm sure you and Cody are the same way as well. Cody thinks the same way. Michael and I think the same exact way, and we're on the same wavelength. Like. If we're gonna go to a good dinner, we're gonna either get a good bottle of wine, we're gonna get a good cocktail in the beginning, and then when the food comes, we're gonna get a good bottle of wine, and then we're gonna get a cocktail after dinner.
Yeah.
Because that to us is the experience.
And if you're gonna, and I'm all about the experience when it comes to like.
Michael is a cheap motherfucker, y'all. Okay, he is a.
But he will not.
He does not skimp on good food, good drinks. Mm-hmm. And I'm okay with that. You want to be cheap on other shit, whatever, because I'm not. I'll spin it for the both of us. But he is very good about, let's go to a good restaurant. Let's go get good food. I mean, we go to this one place that we love all the time that we spend easy, just us two, $300. Yeah. No matter what, we know when we go, easy $300 dinner.
I love that place.
Yeah. And it's so good. Like,
that's the place we're talking about, right? Yeah. So
the environment is good.
Everything about it's good. The waiters are good.
I would rather, the cocktails are good, but I honestly, if the food is like meh, but the environment is great and the drinks
still
are
down.
good, I'll go there anytime.
Me too. But this place is like the whole, it's the whole shebang.
So good.
And I feel like if you had an issue at that, like we had an issue with one of your martinis one time, and they like fixed it immediately. Yeah. I love places that have all of the above.
And I didn't complain.
No, I was just saying it tastes different.
This doesn't taste the same, and it's because a different bartender made it, and the one bartender who knows. Because I think it's a drink on their menu.
I think it is too.
Like, he makes mine a little bit different because he knows I don't like all the sweet stuff that goes in it. And so they instantly said, okay, I'll go have so-and-so make it for you. And then that was that. I'm okay right now.
Oh,
you can talk me off. But honestly, I would rather go to a place, again, this place has all of it. Oh, if you're in the Katy area, it's Pearl and Vine, or even Houston.
And even if you're not.
Cody drove to it. Yeah. It's called Pearl and Vine, and it is so good.
Even if you're not, you still need to try it.
But I would that place checks all the
It really does.
boxes.
The food, outstanding. The waiting staff.
All the staff. The front hostesses, the managers, everything. The cocktails, everything. And okay, I will. The ambiance, everything is so great. But I swear to you, I would rather go to a place that has a great atmosphere.
Me too.
Good. I will never go to a place that has bad cocktails. Yeah. Good cocktails.
I will go if the food is still out of control, but then I will go get cocktails.
True. But I've never gone to a place that has outstanding food and shitty cocktails.
Exactly.
But I will go to a place that has decent cocktails and decent food if the atmosphere is just great.
I agree.
Because to me, it's all about the experience. Yep. And yes, I know the experience includes great food, the flavors in your mouth, all of that, but also like, especially being parents, like Michael and I don't get very often to go out by ourselves. So if we can get out and we can have a fun experience, like music or like the lighting or whatever, but the food is just like, I mean, it's okay.
Yeah,
not
whatever. Bad.
Most time those places, though, we wouldn't go back if we're going to spend the $300 in one night.
Right.
You're
going to go to places like Pearl and Vine when you want that.
Oh my God.
I do. I know now I want to go there.
For those scallops.
I know now oh yeah, the scallops are so good.
So good, y'all. And there's spicy cucumber martini.
So good. That's what we were talking about. That's a drink
we were talking about. You have to
get
spicy, though. I don't think it's normally spicy. I think it's just a cucumber martini, but I always say no vermouth.
Yeah, and
that's what it was.
Whatever, I just get whatever she gets, and it's so good.
No, and if you go, make sure you sit at the bar and Chris takes care of you, and he's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Probably doesn't listen to this. I should tell him that we just plugged him.
We did.
We gave him a plug.
Pearl and Vine.
It's so good.
It is so good.
But yeah. So
Ryan, Nicole,
do you want to come?
Do you want to come over here,
or do you want us just talk about? Okay. So hang on. Let me give you this setting. So we're kind of veering off a little bit, but that's okay.
But that's what we're about, though.
This is a shit show day, y'all. Again, we're in the
this is
babe cave.
We're all about it. I love some of this random stuff.
So we have been planning to pod today. We're going to do some content today, which we still can.
Yeah, we can.
I'm also a little stuffy. I apologize. We've been planning this for a little while. And normally you need to fix your sling. And
down.
Pull it down. Sorry.
You could just come over here.
Come over here.
Here, come here. I'll put this chair in the middle. Yeah. Hold on. I got it. You go in the middle, Ryan. Go sit right there.
So here's Ryan. So, Ryan.
We'll just be all scrunched. So you just have to scrunch on in there. All right, Ryan, Nicole, do you want to tell us what happened? Or do you want us
mommy?
Yeah, do you want mommy to tell? Okay, mommy can tell.
So again, we have been planning this day for a while. Whitney was going to come over, have some drinks. The guys were going to hang out. Ryan and Blakely were going to take a nap.
I'm gonna get ice cream.
We were going to podcast. Well, last night was Cinco de Mayo. Had a couple friends over. I make a really good skinny margarita, okay? I had just finished making everybody a margarita. 6 adults. Kids were playing outside. I sit down. Ryan and her friends are on our trampoline. And what happened?
So that's like
I'll just say it.
8 or 9 year, 10, 8 or 9 year old, and then she was like, we were playing the game, but then like her eyes were shut, and then we were like, it's like
So they were playing Dead Man, and I didn't know what this hell this was, and we're never playing it again. Yeah. Oops. Long story short, they were playing a game. Ryan fell. I think she got tripped over Ryan's foot or something and fell on her arm. And it just so happened she fell in the right spot. You guys, I'm sitting on our patio, our couch outside, and I heard but before I could even turn my head, I heard a scream out of this world. I throw my phone. I run over the because I knew instantly. I knew in my brain. I'm like, snap, scream, holy fuck, my child just broke her arm. Because every mom knows you know your child's scream, and you know that scream, that blood-curdling scream of, I'm in legit pain.
Like I literally can't handle it. Yeah.
No, this isn't like, oh, I bumped her knee bumped my head.
Yeah.
I run to Ryan. I grab her out. This also makes me sound like kind of a bad mom.
No.
I grab her out. Thank God Jessica was out there and she, snapped and saw that Blakely was on the trampoline also, because I grabbed Ryan, Blakely, and we have a net, okay? We have a net, but there's a zipper.
Yeah.
a zipper, but it's like.
But obviously I opened the
An L
zipper.
shape, yeah.
I opened the zipper to get Ryan out, but I just left Blakely in there. Because you guys, so Ryan's arm's straight normally, right? The arm goes like this. Like a big old C, backwards C, because it
Half of an O, you're right.
half of an O. And I'm just like, holy fuck, you just broke your arm. And I put her down and she's screaming at hers. I'm trying to hold her arm. I run inside. Long story short, she broke both of her bones in her forearm. Broke them pretty good to where they came out of alignment. So
They're or whatever.
Yeah, so instead of being like this, they're like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're also like that. They're
like
angled.
that, yeah.
That's how they are. They're
Kind of like in triangle.
they're misaligned and they're angled. So they said we have to sedate her. Now, first of all, do you remember what you were saying in the ER? Or you just don't remember?
I never remember.
She broke both bones, snapped them pretty damn good. I need a doctor. Someone get me a doctor. So imagine this cute little 5-year-old, right? Luckily, we didn't have to wait too long. So we go back there and, again, I'm going to say this again. It was packed. And one guy got real mad at us because you got to go before him. And apparently you've been there for hours.
That's okay, though.
But guess what? You're pediatric patient, and we went to the pediatric doctor. He needed to see an adult doctor. He didn't understand that. Not your problem.
Nope.
So they had to sedate her. They gave her ketamine, which I think is so weird. So bizarre. Michael was real like, wait, what? You're giving her special K? And I'm like, Michael Martin. But,
No, it's good for a lot of stuff.
and then they snapped him back into place, and hopefully she keeps this arm super still. And we go to the orthopedic sometime next week, hopefully Monday or Tuesday, and we don't have to have surgery, and we just get a cast on.
And I won't be able to do tumble.
No tumbling or cheer for a little while, but that's okay.
I don't do cheer.
Well, you were getting into cheer. How are you feeling today?
Yeah.
Good.
Because you won't leave us alone.
Are you gonna make us dinner? Tell them what we're gonna do tonight.
Oh yeah, what are we doing?
We're getting guys time!
Yeah.
I love the strawberries. Wait, not strawberry, raspberry.
Raspberry sorbet.
Sherbet.
Oh, sherbet. There's a difference between the two, but I don't know the difference.
I don't know the difference either.
One is sorbet, and one is.
I get the
sherbet.
grandma's banana pudding or something.
Oh,
It's this ice cream place here in Richmond. It's like Waffle Shop or something. I don't
It's
know.
called Waffle Shopper. Well, at least it starts with waffle.
Yeah, something like that. And the
That's all that matters.
the cones are not a waffle cone, y'all. They make an actual waffle,
And then
and then they like shape it, and that's the cone. But it's not like a waffle cone, like a hard cone.
Yeah.
It's an actual waffle.
Oh, it's like we have a waffle place in town, and I've never been to
It
it.
is so good.
Oh, well, we're definitely going.
No, we're gonna go.
We'll put it on 2 blondes in a pod tonight.
Yeah, it's so
Or,
good.
well, it won't be tonight when you guys see this, but it'll be, whatever.
You'll see it, and then you'll see
This.
You'll hear about it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is there anything that you would like to tell the pod before we knock you off?
Before you go back and sit down.
no.
Are you sure? You want to tell the followers anything?
They really love you, actually.
They
love
really
when you
do.
come on. So can you say hello?
Wave at the camera.
What color cast are you gonna get?
Hot pink.
Hot pink.
Yeah, and then your dad's gonna try to see if he can get you a waterproof cast so you can go swimming.
Because my sister's birthday's coming up.
And it's a pool
Yes.
party, which we gotta talk about all the
Yes.
stuff.
Oh, we need
Yeah.
to do all that. Yeah.
Ooh, I have a perfect present for her.
That's
Oh,
what
you
you
do.
do. That's nice.
Okay, so Aunt Wynn and I are gonna finish. So do you want to go sit back down over there, or do you want to go back in your bedroom?
Why can I not still be on it?
Well, because now it's time to get back into adult stuff.
Now,
Ryan, Nicole.
I mean, are you going to tell us a story?
yeah.
What?
Do you want to be on it?
No.
This might be a good time to get one of them in. Cody!
Well, this is gonna probably just be a shorter episode, but which is okay because I kind of wanted to do a little catch up anyway.
I know, we
haven't
needed to catch
really
up.
been-
Is there anything else we should catch them up? Oh, we can catch you guys up on a situation that I went through the other night. Oh my gosh, y'all. I mean, whatever, but y'all, I had a few beverages.
Oh, Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
I didn't tell.
I had a few beverages. Literally, I'm literally not kidding. Like a couple at dinner and one at 2 at a bar. No idea what
I
happened.
love that she says if you because she had 6.
Well, I had 6 total, but it was over a long period of time. And I had to do that whole all across the lanes of traffic to get to the shoulder to hop in my.
The next day, she
the
didn't
next
drive
day.
that
Oh,
night.
no, I did not drive that night. I called my husband. He picked up me and my friend and drove us home.
Well, I had to make that known because they're probably
thank
thinking,
you.
wait, what?
Yeah, no, thank you for saying that. So I had slept throughout the night and everything. Anyways, whatever. I had to jump in the passenger side. I was projectile vomiting on the freeway. Well, we'll never be the same. I have to drive that route every day. But so that wasn't one of my favorite highlights of the last couple of weeks.
Well, I told
but-
Whitney that my first response was, "Are you pregnant?" Because when I was pregnant with B, that happened to me, and I didn't know I was pregnant. And my friend's mom at the house we were at, she's like, "Marianne, I really think you're pregnant." I'm like, "No, I'm not pregnant.
But I'm on the end of my period cycle.
And then I
so.
literally found out the following weekend that I was pregnant. But no, if
Well,
you're in your period now, no,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
not.
finishing it. So
Yeah, that could be why. I think that, honestly, this might sound crazy, but I feel like when we are on our periods, we're prone to get drunk quicker.
That is true because you are losing blood, so you're so that makes I feel like that makes your body depleted of things
Me
that
too.
normally would help you.
If your husband, who is an anesthesiologist out there, is listening to us, he's probably thinking we're sounding like the biggest morons ever. But I truly feel like that's true.
Yeah.
We need to ask him.
Yeah, we need to ask him.
What did
ask
you
my
wanna
husband.
tell?
Yeah, what do you want to
Ryan.
tell?
And we were in the hospital for
7 hours.
8 or 7.
7 hours.
How do you
Well, because,
know?
How do you know?
y'all, this is what I do.
A day, a full night is like 7 hours.
So we got there a little bit before 8, and we left at 3.
In the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is midnight. Starts over. 1, 2, 3.
So what did you want to tell us about that? Just that you were there for that long?
She was a trooper though, y'all. I gotta give it to her. I mean, obviously she's in pain, broke 2 fucking bones. I don't know any adult that would have been any better than her.
I wouldn't be as good as she is now. I'd still be laid out like, somebody give me something.
Yeah.
So you're doing great.
You are doing great. There's not really much I have to catch up you guys on. I just wanted to catch y'all up because we haven't even really been active on Instagram.
Anything, really.
And we're gonna change that. It's just life has been hard. Not necessarily hard. Some days are hard, but life has been life, and it's been
really
crazy.
kind of hard for me. I've had a really rough time.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but you've been handling it very well, and
Yeah.
you're doing what you need to do. And like Whitney would text me randomly because there's a little bit that we didn't speak much because I was giving you, you know, you need to do what you need to do. And I'm like, life comes over the podcast.
Yeah.
100,000%.
But the podcast is such a good part of life, though.
No,
That's
and
the thing,
it is.
it's
And
such
we're
a
gonna
good
get back
outlet.
into it. And I know,
Yeah.
and I'm very thankful for the people that are like, when's the new pot? When's the new episode?
Because then we feel bad.
We haven't seen you. We haven't seen
Yeah.
you. And I do love that, and I'm so appreciative of that. You have no idea, like, because that means a lot to us. Like, that we're not just doing this to hear ourselves talk.
No, seriously, we
You
have
know what I
people that
mean?
are like avid listeners that listen
Yeah.
every week and that literally do ask that, and we're very thankful for you guys. We are, and we cannot wait, as always, to continue to do this, and we are going to get better. Just sometimes life just gets thrown in the way, right, Ryan?
So we're no
Things
Alex
change.
Cooper, but we're gonna try to get there.
Yeah.
She's engaged.
Is she really?
Yeah, and oh my God, her ring is stunning.
Maybe my next life. I mean, my ring is beautiful too.
Your ring
That's
is
not what
beautiful.
I'm not
waiting.
meaning that.
I'm waiting for an upgrade. Let me upgrade you.
Let me upgrade you. Well, we love you guys so
We
much.
love you.
I'm gonna make them dinner.
Okay, she's
Cheers.
gonna make us
She's gonna
dinner.
make us dinner.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. We love you guys.
Cheers, Ring.
Cheers. Bye. Okay, smile at the camera.
Smile. Okay, because they're